The mass airflow sensor is crucial for your engine's performance, fuel efficiency, and emissions. When this sensor begins to fail, your vehicle will display several warning signs that you should recognize immediately. First, let's identify where the MAF sensor is located. This critical component sits between your air filter and throttle body, measuring the amount of air entering your engine. The first category of symptoms involves engine performance problems. A failing MAF sensor disrupts the air-fuel mixture, causing noticeable drivability issues. Rough idling is one of the most common early symptoms. Your engine RPM will fluctuate irregularly when the vehicle is stopped, creating an unstable idle that you can feel and hear. Hesitation during acceleration is another key symptom. When you press the gas pedal, the engine may stumble, hesitate, or feel sluggish as it struggles to determine the correct fuel mixture. A failing MAF sensor significantly impacts your fuel economy. You may notice a decrease in miles per gallon of 10 to 25% as the engine runs with an incorrect air-fuel mixture. Black exhaust smoke is a clear visual indicator of MAF sensor problems. This dark smoke indicates your engine is running rich, burning too much fuel relative to the amount of air entering the combustion chamber. The most obvious electronic symptom is the check engine light. This warning light activates when the engine control unit detects MAF sensor readings outside normal parameters. When scanned with a diagnostic tool, a failing MAF sensor will trigger specific trouble codes. The most common codes are P0100 through P0104, each indicating different types of MAF sensor malfunctions. Understanding how the MAF sensor works helps explain these symptoms. This hot wire sensor measures airflow by monitoring how much the incoming air cools a heated wire element. When your MAF sensor fails, watch for these key symptoms: rough idling and stalling, hesitation during acceleration, decreased fuel economy of 10 to 25%, black exhaust smoke, and an illuminated check engine light with diagnostic codes P0100 through P0104. Recognizing these symptoms early allows you to address MAF sensor issues before they cause more serious engine problems or expensive repairs. Prompt attention to these warning signs will help maintain optimal vehicle operation and prevent further damage. Proper MAF sensor diagnosis follows a systematic approach. We'll examine 4 key diagnostic steps that professional technicians use to identify and resolve MAF sensor problems. Step 1 is visual inspection. Check the MAF sensor housing for cracks, examine the wiring harness for damage, and look for contamination on the sensor elements. Also inspect the air intake system for vacuum leaks. Step 2 involves multimeter testing. With the key off and engine cold, voltage should read 0.2 to 0.6 volts. At idle with a warmed engine, expect 0.6 to 0.9 volts. At 2000 RPM, readings should be 1.5 to 2.5 volts. Step 3 uses an OBD2 scanner to read diagnostic trouble codes and live data. Common MAF sensor codes include P0100 for circuit malfunction, P0101 for range problems, and P0102 or P0103 for low or high input signals. Step 4 addresses the solution. MF sensor cleaning with specialized cleaner can resolve contamination issues in 60 to 70% of cases. Never use carburetor cleaner or compressed air, as these can damage the delicate sensor elements. When cleaning fails or the sensor shows physical damage, replacement becomes necessary. OEM sensors provide the highest reliability with 3 to 5 year lifespans, while premium aftermarket options offer 80 to 90% of OEM performance. Cost considerations are important in MAF sensor repair. Diagnostic time typically runs $50 to $150, while sensor replacement costs $150 to $400, including parts and labor. However, leaving a faulty MAF sensor unrepaired can cost $200 to $800 annually in reduced fuel economy. Prevention is the best approach for MAF sensor longevity. Replace air filters every 12,000 to 15,000 miles. Address vacuum leaks promptly, and use quality fuel with detergent additives. These simple maintenance steps can extend MAF sensor life significantly.